high, big whips, big joints, big blunts, it's the Buckeye way. We rollin' nothing but that loud, Buckeye loud pack. Let's roll up Ohio. Heavy bass hits, horns rise, mastermind cannabis, Ohio Cannabis Live. We here to unite. Let's light it up. Ohio where we roll high, big whips, big vibes, big joints, big blunts, Buckeye loud for life. From 216 to 614, we keep it lit. 330 and 740, we the ultimate. Nothing but that loud pack, the pride of the state. Roll it up, light it up, let's elevate. From Akron to Canton, Columbus to Dayton, Buckeye buzz so strong, there's no debating. You can see the smoke rise, we shining bright. Ohio loud got us glowing in the satellite light. Ohio Cannabis Live, yeah, we here to stay. Uniting 88 counties in a major way. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah, you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. We on a whole new level, Ohio's the vibe. Big clouds in the sky, Buckeyes ride or die. From 419 to 513, we keep it tight. 937 and 440, we ignite. Big joints in Columbus, big blunts in the south. From Toledo to Cleveland, we lighten the loud. Ohio's united, this our time to shine. 88 counties reppin', all on the grind. Put it in a joint, light it and smoke it, Buckeye pride strong. Ohio's the focus, from I-70 to 71 we ride. Ohio Cannabis Live, keeping us unified. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah, you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. Ohio, Ohio, let's rise together. Buckeye pride, yeah, it's now or never. Big clouds, big vibes, we set the tone. Ohio's
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mastermind here for Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another live stream. I thank all of y'all for being here. I feel like I look a little bit dark. Let me lighten this thing up. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. All right. So let's start out with hello, everyone. Welcome. I thank y'all for being here again. If you're new to my content, please do me a favor and hit the like, subscribe button right now. If you already have been here before, please share this video on your social media, share it with your friends, send it to your mom, send it to everybody so we can get these numbers up. So as we talked about last week, the governor banned the intoxicating hemp, and I feel like this isn't my right stuff. I feel like this downloaded the wrong thing. It didn't download. Maybe that's the problem. And so while my titles are updating, the ban was put on hold. So that happened, and that's a big deal because see, with the ban being put on hold, this basically means that we had a judge who basically here in Franklin County heard from two hemp companies and decided to side with the hemp companies, and basically put a temporary ban, not a ban, but an injunction on the governor's ban. So injunction, he stopped it, a hold, whatever. But this is not permanent. This is a temporary ban. What I want to know from consumers, viewers, stakeholders, and everyone watching this video is, how important is the hemp to you? How important is Delta 8, THC 9, and CBD drinks and other intoxicating cannabinoids. How important is this to you? Does this have anything to do with what you think about on a daily basis? Is this a make or break thing for you? Do you feel like if they ban this forever, is this going to be the end of your world? Do you rely on those type of products that are sold in gas stations and whatnot? Tell me in the comments, how do you feel about products that are sold in the gas station with absolutely no regulation, no age limit, no type of oversight? They're not checking packages. Things you buy at the gas station or Kroger's or wherever, they're not being checked by the Department of Agriculture, who supposedly, as at one point, was overseeing the hemp program, who has now relinquished control of our hemp program back to the federal government. I bet many of you didn't realize that, but the Department of Agriculture no longer controls the hemp program. So people that were operating under whatever loophole they believe they're operating under, I would definitely make sure that you're paying attention now, because now this has been turned back over to the federal agency that was overseeing it in the first place, and this could mean changes later on. We all saw the video. Most of you saw the video the president put out about CBD and endocannabinoid system, and I don't really talk about that kind of stuff very often, but a video was released, and one of the things that was said in that video was CBD being covered by Medicaid or Medicare. And I would like to know in the comments how you feel about that. Do you think that CBD should stay in the market as it is under these weird formulas, Delta 8 and everything? Or should it be taken out the market and we just stick with this straight up weed and cannabis? Does anybody like those hemp drinks? Do they think that they're hitting harder? I think what the bigger issue that the governor was trying to push on is the fact that here we are, we legalized cannabis for everyone over 21, but we don't have a age limit for hemp. So it kind of is like counterproductive in a way. Like hemp, a kid could buy it. Cannabis, you need a driver's license to be 21 and older. But hemp and cannabis is still weed. There, I said it. Hemp and cannabis is still weed. Okay? So you're telling me that because it's licensed in a dispensary, the kid can't buy it. But if it's sold at the gas station, the kid can buy it. Doesn't make no sense. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yep. So, it okay, I thought my screen went away from me. I was like, I don't have time for that today. It's one of those situations where I think we have people who have different experiences. Those experiences with your local head shop, your local indoor garden store, or your local corner store, or your local gas station. You've had experiences, maybe you haven't. Even Giant Eagle's trying to sell stuff. And what I'm getting at here is that I don't think these products should be eliminated. I don't think that, but I do believe there should be some rules. There should be some testing. There should be some oversight. There should be an age limit. There should be an age limit. If we can't agree on nothing else, we should all be able to agree that you need to be an adult to buy cannabis from the store, any business, anywhere. We can all agree on that. I think that when I go to a small store, a corner store, and I see a bunch of little baggies bagged up and they've got weed in them and they have no branding on them, to me that just looks like some weed that's being sold in the black market, the legacy market, whatever market you want to call it. It's not the licensed market. When I see products that say 1,000 milligrams and it's being sold at the gas station or the corner store or the bodega, whatever, I know there's no way that product's 1,000 milligrams truly, even if it's from somewhere else. Most 1,000 milligram products, if they are out there, are expensive. There would be no profit resale value for them. Michigan's edible limit in Michigan is not 1,000 milligrams. Some people think that. Our edible limit actually is higher than theirs. And they want to lower that, by the way. and reduce everything to 110 packaged gummies. So there's so much happening, and we're so misdirected and misguided by so many things. I'm looking at y'all's comments. So you're not convinced we need regulation. We only need basic laws. Okay, but basic laws is regulation. It's the same terms. It's the same thing. So at the end of the day, we have to have an age limit for all cannabis that is for all of it. And what age do I think that should be? I believe that it should be 18 with a medical card and 21 if without. I think that's reasonable. I believe that anyone or any business that is selling cannabis related stuff, whether it be hemp or even just devices, should be able to get some type of education about cannabis products, about how they work, the health and safety of it, what to look out for, and then information about what to do if you have a concern. This isn't happening. Hemp companies and cannabis companies should be able to advertise equally in the same way. It shouldn't be where a hemp company can advertise whatever the hell they want, force it through marketing on YouTube and everywhere else, and then a licensed company that's paying millions of dollars to be operational can't say a word unless they're on Instagram. It simply isn't right. It simply don't make sense that you can go to Michigan and they got billboards all over when you enter into the state line, but we can't do that here. We should have billboards entering our state line too, like get lit, get medicated, or something, anything that could help bring the revenue. Because here's something else I don't think gets said. Under the issue 2 law that we're fighting for, recreational sales tax revenue is supposed to be going back to the community. 33% of that sales tax is supposed to be going to the community. Hemp businesses are excluded from this. Hemp businesses aren't recreational cannabis businesses. So you're not paying the recreational sales tax for these products. Therefore, the money that they're making on this is not going back to the community. And it should be. It should be. It's fair to say any money that they're making on cannabis, regardless whether it's hemp or from the dispensary, licensed weed, whatever y'all want to separate it, I said it earlier, it's still weed. And we shouldn't be making all these damn labels. Hemp, THCA, Delta 8-9, and all this other crap. When it's still weed, people. It's still weed. And we still gonna smoke it. We still gonna eat it. We still gonna spray it. We still gonna rub ourselves with it topical wise. We're gonna ingest it in other ways I won't repeat right now. However, it is still some form of cannabis, whether it's cannabis indica, cannabis sativa, cannabis hybrid, or whatever you want to call it. It is still coming from the same plant, generally speaking. And it's important for us to stop with the separation of hemp folks over here and licensed cannabis business over here, and us start becoming the cannabis community we're supposed to be. There's another guy, he does this, throws his glasses off, and he's famous for that. Here, I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with all the division. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with everybody going, well, them and us and them and us. I'm over that shit. If we don't come together as one, license holders, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to hemp businesses. I'm talking to consumers. I'm talking to everybody who got something to do with weed. We got to start looking at it as we're all humans. We are all humans. And there's a great deal of us, a lot of us, millions of us who love this plant very, very passionately for whatever the reason is. And then there are some other people who see those people and say, and we had to send those people a very clear message. And the message is, if we cannot come together, how can anyone? This ain't but a couple dollars, okay? But that's the point I'm making, is that if we stay divided and we keep going, this group over here and that group over there and them people over there, this shit won't never end. We'll be going on and on and on. It'll be 5 years from now. We'll still be sitting here talking about Senate Bill 1777999 to regulate marijuana for Ohio. We have got to finish this shit. And I'm being blunt with y'all. When I say we got to finish it, issue 2 isn't the end. I have said this before. We need to create an amendment that, one, prevents further monkeying around without a vote from the will of Ohio. We should have never allowed this to pass without it being codified to the Constitution. For those who don't understand what I'm talking about, let me break it down for you. The other bill that was passed, we won't even say it out loud because it's so controversial. I don't want to get into that shit. And this show ain't about that. But they codified their bill into the Constitution. Therefore, it cannot be amended like issue 2 can. So the new amendment that needs to be passed needs to prevent further legislative tampering and only allow change to be made with a vote of the majority of Ohio, who is the ones who not once but twice legalized cannabis in Ohio. We did it once under House Bill 523 for medical. Then we did it again under issue 2. Why in the hell are we going to let them do this all over again? If y'all let Senate Bill 56 go through, it's a damn do-over. Let me explain this to you. If we let Senate Bill 56 pass next week, you will get in trouble for having weed in your pocket in your car. You could lose your license if they find weed in your car and it ain't in the original package. $1,000 fine. They want to block you from being able to file unemployment if your job fires you because they smelt weed or you tested positive for weed, even though it's legal in Ohio and most half the country. They want to punish you for this. They took away any equity. Because every time someone says the word social equity, oh, it's about black people. No, the hell it ain't. It's about all of us getting a fair chance at the table. That's what equity is. This ain't about that. It's about the people, man. And I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of us not listening to each other and listening to all the noise instead of listening to each other and loving each other. And stop letting these people divide us. So if you're a hemp business, I'm talking to you. If you're a licensed cannabis company, I'm talking to you. Next year, I'm doing the Ohio Cannabis Expo here in Columbus, Ohio, May 22nd, May 23rd. And what I will not accept is the drama. I will not accept the excuses of why we can't do something together to help educate the Ohio community about legal cannabis. It is legal now. So all the other shenanigans, all the other division, all the other bullshit, I'm calling it out right now for all of it to be stopped. And to stand together to make sure that Senate Bill 56 does not get passed in its current form. To make sure that instead of us sitting up here complaining and crying and boo-hooing, that we come together to make solutions and suggestions that can be added to Senate Bill 56 so that when it does get passed, because it will, some version of it will eventually get passed. I'm giving you the future. At least we had something to do with it. Right now, we have nothing to do with what's being said. Nothing they're saying we support. Nothing they're saying. Not the distribution of funds, not the tax. They want to raise the tax. We're not with that. By the way, breaking news. Michigan governor, she raised the taxes up there. Not on the consumer, on the companies. So what's that mean? Because I hear this a lot. Well, why are all these companies in Ohio charging us all this money? Charges and fees. Charge them so much to operate that how can you operate if you don't do the numbers? People don't understand basic business 101. You can only lose money for so long before you're out of business. No, our weed is not cheap as Michigan. Why? Because we allowed a flawed program to be established. And then we allowed another law to be established that is now becoming flawed because we did not get the damn details until after it was already passed. And it was too late. If we would have all understood that we could never allow them to pass this where it could be changed at will. And they tried to explain it. Believe me, people tried to explain this, but it was too late because once they accept the paperwork, we can't change anything. So when I complained about this, when others complained about this, it was too late. They had already accepted the paperwork and we was on the ballot now. And I kept telling them, change the name, change the name. We don't want to regulate like alcohol. Change the name. They got mad at me. They didn't want to hear that. I kept telling them the name is not helpful. Why? Because what is the issue now? People were smoking weed at bars. They've been smoking weed at bars. Now that's an issue now because they don't want people smoking weed at bars anymore. Now you get caught smoking weed at a bar. Oh, they're going to take the liquor license away from the bar. Put the bar out of business. Hurt local business. Punish local business owners for something that's been a no problem, no issue for how long? So again, I'm just saying we legalized it and now they're going to take it away from us over some Senate bill? No. So next Wednesday, they're going to have a possible vote at the Ohio State House here in Columbus, Ohio, Franklin County, to vote on Senate Bill 56. And you got to ask yourself, why now? Well, you know why. Because of the hemp ban. And I've been trying to tell y'all, this is never going to end until we unite. There is no, I'm going to side with the hemp industry, or I'm going to side with the cannabis industry. Side with the cannabis community. That's everybody, including the industry. That's everyone. If we were together right now, do you know how many people consume weed in Ohio right now? Right this very minute, I guarantee you it's no less than 1 million plus people smoking a joint in Ohio right now somewhere. And if you're watching this show smoking a joint, let me know in the comments. Let's roll up, Ohio, because I'm telling you, this is the only way. Unity is the only way this gets fixed. The only way. And it's time for us to show them that we can come together, not just to stand against their agenda right now, but to provide a solution to these concerns, to find the common ground that I mentioned in my testimony, to stop just complaining about every goddamn thing and figure out how we can make the right changes that we can all live with. Just saying, let everybody do what they're doing right now, I'm not for that. There has to be something. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm okay with minors and kids buying intoxicating cannabinoids. I'm not okay with it. And you shouldn't be either. And again, how I feel about gas stations and corner stores selling gummies, it's not right because they're not getting trained on it. There's no education about it. They don't even know what the hell they're selling. And if someone comes in there and say, I bought a gummy and I got sick, who's going to be accountable for that? Guess who gets blamed for it all the time? The licensed dispensary. Hey, my kid got this gummy. Nah, he got it from the corner store with no ID. Here these corner stores are selling people cigarettes, blunts, blacks, joints, and every goddamn thing, and they ain't checking no IDs. And that's bullshit to me. When they know it's a kid. They know it's a kid. They got a damn backpack on. I've seen it with my own eyes, okay? So I'm not just sitting up here trying to exaggerate that this shit's happening. It's happening. And people are getting sick because they're getting bullshit products that aren't regulated by anyone. They're just from wherever. And fake labels and all, man. That can't be okay for anyone. So we need to do something. We need basic regulations. I outlined this. Age limit, testing, inspections. Make sure this stuff's what it's supposed to be. And most importantly, number one issue, education for all involved. Mandatory education about endocannabinoid system, about terpenes, about CBD, about THCs, different ones, about the difference between THCA and THCV and E, G, and A, B, C, the whole alphabet. I feel like if I go to the store to buy a product, and if I'm gonna have questions or concerns about that product, I should be able to ask the clerk, the bud tender, or anybody about that product and be able to get up-to-date, accurate advice, information about this product that is basic. Like if I was buying a bag of chips, hey man, did they use oregano in these chips or not? Well, I don't know. It should be on the back of the chips. Good point. See, that was easy, right? Well, hey, I got this gummy right here. Is there any CBG in it? Well, I'm not sure. Look on the back of the label. It should say that right there. No, there is no CBG in that one. Here go one over here that does have CBG in it. It's $20 more. We don't have that. We don't have that. You go to the corner store and buy some kind of product there. They just want you to buy it. They'll tell you anything. Anything. Oh, this is much cheaper than this expensive. Yeah, isn't it? It's great, isn't it? But then when you say, hey man, who grew this? Who produced this? I'd like to find out so I can shout them out on social media and tell them they did a good job. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Let's see what you wrote. What y'all? Let me look at some of y'all's comments, man. I know I'm getting a little bit emotional on y'all today, but I just want to make sure that y'all understand. You coming on the stream? Uh-oh, Miracle's coming in. Hey, doggy. Hey, welcome to the stream, Miracle. What's up, girl? What you gonna tell them? Nothing. You need to go out. Is that what's up? I don't know. See, she just came on the stream. She's getting used to the stream now. So now she tries to come on and say hi to y'all every now and then. Make sure you follow her on social media. Miracle Raleigh the Husky on YouTube. She got YouTube, and find her on TikTok. She got it. I'm locked out of her YouTube. So if you want to see any new videos, you got to go to TikTok to see her new videos. Also, official Mastermind TikTok is up and running. Those who have been looking for me on TikTok, it's Mastermind Official, MASTAMYND Official. That is my username on TikTok. I've been on there, but I was a little bit lost in what I'm gonna do on there because they're real strict on the weed there. And so again, that's where we are. We have unlocked 1 million views. So we have to be a lot more careful what we do and say on the channel. We are a target because we are a cannabis platform, but we are here for information, education, and entertainment purposes. And we are not here to condone the illegal activity of drugs. We're not here to promote to underage individuals. We're not here to get you to buy cheap THC weed. We're here to get you to understand what this stuff's about, what it looks like, who's behind it. What I've been doing over the last several years, and many people don't know this, is I've been documenting and filming all this from the very beginning. So those who wonder where I get some of the things from, Go back and watch the videos because I put out 2,000 plus videos now about all of this stuff, the products, the companies, inside of them. You want to see inside of a Ohio grow facility? Go watch it on my channel. It's already on here. Recently, like I recently went into a facility and toured it with the police, with the police there with me, and they was cool. They're like, hey, they're probably watching it now. Hey, y'all like subscribe too, Mr. Police Officers, because I know cops like weed too. That's been proven. We found out cops like weed. And cops like cannabis events because they're so much more peaceful than all the other ones. Imagine that. Imagine that. I heard that from cops in my own ears. And I was like, okay, Mr. Officer, I'm continuing on with your conversation. While I was talking to, can you imagine me, mastermind, walking up to a cop with a joint in my hand that may or may not been lit and having a 20-minute conversation with a police officer in full uniform and body camera with a joint in my hand and me not be scared I'm going to jail. Imagine a world like that. So I feel like the cops in this town, I dare say this, they need to be the ones responsible for retraining all the rest of the cops in the whole state because their way of thinking and their rationale for why our events are better than all the other cannabis events are the best ones. Why? Because everybody there loves the same damn thing. And so, you know, I want to have events that are not just expos, and we will. We're going to be having something called the Mastermind Meetup. The Mastermind Meetup will be simple. Meet me somewhere, have something to eat, hang out. I ain't going to say the rest because you already know the rest. Y'all done hung out with me, so you know. Those who do know, know. Those who don't know, what they say, beep, beep, beep around and find out. I'm not going to say the word. But again, the goal here with what we're doing isn't just to sit on here and talk about politics all day. However, we do have politics to talk about, but also for us to be fun, have entertainment, have something different going on. So, what I would like to start doing every month is spotlighting glass blowers, buyers, bud tenders, other people in the industry, whether you are in the hemp industry or whether you are in the license industry, which again, I said it again, I'm going to say it again. It's all cannabis. See that under the corner there? This is the Ohio Cannabis Law. So whether you are a hemp company or whether you are a licensed company, Mastermind wants you to be a part of Ohio Cannabis Live and helping educate people about all the wonderful benefits of this plant. And we have spent a lot of time trying to figure out the code to bring everybody together. And I think the code remains the same: information, education, love, and unity in the community, and bringing us together. And that is what my mission will be: is to bring us together. It will be the hardest mission that I've taken on in my whole life. It will not be an easy road. There will be a lot of people who will say things bad about me or try to come after me or attack me or try to ruin my reputation. And it doesn't matter. I'm still committed to trying to bring us together. It is definitely difficult because people simply are having a hard time processing things. It's nothing wrong with those people. And those people who have said things about me, just know that I publicly say I still love you. I don't hate you. And I wish that you will see the light someday for the things that you might have said or done. But again, there's no hate here. Only love, community, and unity, and bringing us together. And some people we just don't get along. That's okay. Some people we just don't agree. That's okay. Doesn't mean that I don't love you. Doesn't mean I don't respect what you're trying to do. Doesn't mean that we can't someday reconcile. It just means that we still have work to do. And this is the same thing with other things. We have to go back to what I said a few weeks ago. We are all human. We are not perfect in any way. God did not create us to be perfect. Okay. We are all designed to learn, make mistakes, fail and succeed, We all drink water and we all bleed blood. And we all have our beliefs. And what I do here is to respect whatever those beliefs are. Whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, my goal here is to bring you information. My goal is here is to help create the family that we've built. My goal here is to make sure that someone is here, um, whether it's me or someone else sitting here, to let y'all know what's going on. You need something, girl? I think I gotta let my doggy out. So y'all already know how this works. Come on. You gotta go? Or did you want to come on the show? Make up your mind. You want me to put you on the mic and everything? You want to say something to him? Come on. Let's hear what you got to say. You're live. They can hear you. Go ahead. Tell them. Talk. Y'all can't see you now, but tell them, man. Why are you wasting my airtime right now, Miracle? And then she's getting a drink of water, so she's getting hydrated. You're hungry? You already ate. All right, last chance. What do you got to say to everybody? Tell them. It's up to you. Say something. Don't eat it. You can't eat the mic. Tell them. Come here. Come here. You go. Are you coming up on the show or what, man? Don't try to get me. Come here, man. You see what I gotta deal with? I show y'all my life. I show y'all the behind the scenes, behind the screen. My life here with good old Husky. You coming on there? Are you coming? Are you coming on the show? Come here. They can see you. Hey. They can see you now, girl. Look, you're live. You see yourself? Look, you're live. Say hi to everybody. All right, all right, all right. She's gone. She's done. She's done with me now. You're done. You're done. All right. Hey, Jimmy, I appreciate you giving out memberships. I just want to explain that to people so you understand. So memberships are $1.99. Jimmy has been graciously giving these out. Thank you again, Jimmy, and anyone else who's given memberships before or donated super chat. Again, thank you. This helps me out. How does this help me out? Well, let me just explain this to you. It costs me a significant amount of money to run everything I do. I know I make it look easy and I'm really just sitting in my kitchen. But to run this computer, to run this internet, to run the software, to do all the other stuff you don't see me do, but create all the things I do, it costs a significant amount of money. Typically on YouTube, the way you get paid is you have to make over $100 in ad revenue, which I don't get hardly any money from that because they're very restrictive on cannabis advertising unless you're a hemp company. They let you say whatever you want. And super chats. Thank you, Bobby K. I appreciate you. Super chats is another way it helps our channel. When we reach our goal of $100, then I receive the money, and it goes directly to me, whatever they get after they take whatever they want out of it. Even when you go to my website and look at my blogs and read my blogs, you're helping me out. So even if you can't afford super chat, if it's not in your budget, no worries. Mastermind still loves you and appreciates everything you've done. But if you want to help me out, just go to my website, read my blog, comment on my blog, give feedback on it, tell me how I can do it better, share it with others. It's absolutely free to do that and absolutely helps because the same way, the more people see my website, the more people go to the website, the more traffic it gets us, and that also helps us. Now, members for 25 months. I don't know what that means. But he did something. Jim, what did you do, man? What did you do? Members for 25 months. I don't know what that means, Jimmy. What did you do? What did you do? Jimmy did something, y'all. But thank you again for doing everything, Jimmy and Bobby and Lynette. Lynette, Jimmy, Bobby, and many of you here. You know, welcome, Billy. You got your membership on. Come on now. I love the name. Brandon, I'm happy to have you here. Thank you, Jordan, and thank you, Adam, and thank you to all the other members. But when I do videos for members, I make sure that video is for you. So you will hear me say things in the members only video that I only say in the members only video. I may be somewhere live streaming and only members can watch that stream. I may give away something that's only for members at my event. I may give out wristbands to members only. Um, I do all kinds of things But when you support this channel, it does help me, and I'm thankful and humbled by anything. Because again, I just will tell you, I am not rich. I'm still on Social Security. Every nickel and dime, even this money I showed you on camera, they'll want to know where it came from, and I have to explain it came from a weed video. It came from Ohio Cannabis Live. And what is that? Is that a dispensary? No, I'm the news guy. I don't sell any weed. So, for those out there who grow weed, I would like to encourage you to follow us on Reddit under Ohio Cannabis Growers under our subreddit. I would encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to encourage me to put out more videos. If you want to do a video for Ohio Cannabis Growers, I'm happy to, help you do that. It's not just for me, it's for us as growers to showcase what we got going on in Ohio. So, or what we can do. So eventually there will be a Ohio Cannabis Growers meetup or event that has, I'm not gonna say nothing to do with Ohio Cannabis Live, but it is separate from Ohio Cannabis Live, and it's its own thing. We're on Facebook, we're on everywhere. Um, but Ohio Cannabis Growers, if you want to email me, I got an email, ohiocannabisgrowers@gmail.com. Um, so it's a separate community of people, but not really. We're all cannabis consumers. And then, I still have the Ohio Medical Cannabis Group. That still exists as well. That was what was founded before Ohio Cannabis Live, and it's still there. OhioMedicalCannabisGroup.com. You can still read about my dog Kush and how that happened. What happened with Kush and how we had our strain, Mastermind Kush. And I still have links to these dispensaries on my site to help you figure out where legal dispensaries are. So, what I want to do in closing is I just want to, again, thank all of y'all for being here, listening to me. You're going to watch it, some of you on a replay. You may get to this point in this video and say, you know, thanks, but I just want you to do me a favor and just make sure you let me know what you have for dinner today in the comments. How's the weather? Either your favorite strain or the strain you're medicating on while you're watching the stream or the replay. The reason I ask for you to do these things for me is because they help push the video up, helps us get more views, helps us get into the For You, and all this helps us grow the channel. Obviously, the next milestone we have right now is 5,000 subscribers. We are ultimately very close to that. Our other milestone will be 2 million views. Hello, we want to get to 2 million views, um, but we got ways to go. And with this platform, and those who are wondering, it's hard to do. To be ill, to be sick, to be in extreme pain, and then be able to come onto a camera and be able to sit here and talk with people for 20, 30 minutes to an hour without extreme pain and tears it is very hard to do. Not just for me, but others to just be still, to be here. So what I look forward to doing in the future is having more shows with more people on it. An experiment that I'm going to be trying here shortly is live streaming through Zoom, which will allow you to come into the stream live. And the reason we're going to test this over the weekend is because I would like to try to have an emergency town hall on Tuesday, which is the day before the hearing. I want to do this for those who want to talk about what could be coming, for those who have ideas on things that we should suggest if we get an opportunity to speak, for those who cannot travel to a physical location, for those who don't have money to get to the location. I'm going to start hosting virtual town halls um, at my own expense. Not asking nobody for anything right now, but anything will help. Zoom costs $17, $18 a month for 100 people. In order for us to get the big Zoom, we need way more than that. And we're going to grow it and try to get it as big as we can to get as many people in this so that we can start getting people involved who aren't normally involved. Because there's people in the medical industry who feel cut off because they don't know what's going on with this medical stuff. They're too busy saving lives and working with patients to know what the hell's going on, and there's no information for them either. Doctors is lost, nurses is lost. There's not being good information from the government being conveyed. Yes, this Division of Cannabis Control has set up a new website, but nobody knows the name of it. It's not very well advertised. And still, it's a government website, and people are still afraid and reluctant to visit a government website about weed. And I get it. And that's another reason why I create Ohio Cannabis Live. Our website has been updated with the most accurate information that I can verify at this time. You can still get your medical card through our site that's still active. You can still check your days on my website. I don't think there's any other company in the whole program that offers the ability to check your days from their site, which should have been automatically there. And I don't know why it ain't there. But it is on my site. You can do that. You can also report any seeds that you find in any licensed product in the state. You can report that on my site, and we're keeping track of how many products actually have seeds in them for various reasons, some bad, some good, right? Um, and so that is still happening on our site. You can also join our group on our site, and be able to be a part of a conversation on our site outside of Facebook, outside of Reddit, and all the other venues where they're so restrictive. Only thing I ask you to do is don't try to sell weed on my website. Don't try to spam my site. Don't try to do porn on my site. Just talk weed and we'll be good to go. It's that simple. So, again, make sure that you like, share, subscribe to video. Make sure that you tell me what's for dinner. You tell me what you're medicating on or what you plan on medicating on. If you're making a dispo run, I'd love to hear about that. If you need to contact me about the expo, we have a separate email for that. I don't put up on the screen, but it's info@ohiocannabisexpo.com. If you would like to be a speaker at the expo, it's ohiocannabisexpo.com/become a speaker. Very simple. If you want tickets, tickets are on sale. If you are a veteran and you are listening to my voice right now, you can get a free ticket right now by using code VET2026 or VET Ohio. If you can remember those codes, you're going to get a free ticket if you are a veteran. We will verify that you are a veteran when you come, and it's going to be easy, but we just got to make sure. If you're a medical patient, there will be a code for you. So we will be releasing that code probably next week, or maybe sooner. But that code will allow you to get a 2-day ticket for free. Veterans, you can get a 1 or 2 day ticket for free, whichever one. One code is for 2 days, and one code is for 1 day. Don't ask me why I had to do it that way, but I had to do it that way. Um, and for those people who are in the industry, bud tenders and buyers, I would like to hear from you about what you would like us to do at the event that you think is important for bud tenders and buyers. I'm definitely listening to what you think is missing or needs to be there. And let me know. Again, if you are a bud tender or buyer watching this and have ideas about something that could be done for the community of bud tenders and buyers, their own community, um, email me at info@ohiocannabisexpo.com. And we look forward to working with all the different companies, centenary businesses, and those others who would like to have a booth space at the Ohio Cannabis Expo. If you are a veteran or a nonprofit, the booth is only $250. If you are a non-licensed cannabis business, the booth is $700. If you are a licensed cannabis business, the booth is $1,000. Now, our event will be taking place here in Columbus, Ohio, or more specifically, historic Hilliard at the McCoy. The McCoy is a event space that has a lot of charm. There is a park and a bike trail next to it with some water. There is free parking. There is free Wi-Fi. There are shops and restaurants nearby within walking distance. We will have on-site concessions there as well. For my VIPs, we will be having a pizza bar with pizza and salad. No fried chicken this time. I had to eat a little bit better. This time I won't forget the salad dressing, okay? For those who know what that joke's about, it's not really a joke, but it happened. And yes, we'll make sure that we don't need to worry about gravy this time. So for those who are looking for the fried chicken deals, I had to cut back. I can't eat fried chicken no more. And I love fried chicken, but I just can't eat it. Today's stream is sponsored by your company. Email us today if you're interested in becoming a sponsor with Ohio Cannabis Live. We do have positions available. We do have sponsorship opportunities for people. So if you're listening to this and would like to get your company's name out, doesn't matter whether it's a cannabis company or not, As long as it's not anything weird or inappropriate, we might be able to get you on here. And we would definitely like to help people learn about more companies. So again, help support Ohio Cannabis Live by sharing, donating any way you can. Our website, OhioCannabisLive.com, has a donate page on it, OhioCannabisLive.com/donate, or you can do Cash App as well, or you can just do what you do with the super chat through YouTube. Just know that no matter what, it all helps me, and it all keeps me motivated to keep trying to break the bubble, to connect the dots that we got everywhere and make it one big bubble, one big circle. So we'll connect the dots, make a circle, unite the cannabis community, and find us a place to host events at that we can call home. I'm working on that too. Like I told y'all, I made the announcement that we are actively seeking and looking for the official building for what will be known as the Riley Media and Event Center, a place where people can come and create content of any kind, regardless of whether it's cannabis related or not. A place where people can host events that will be 420 friendly. Um, and a place that we can come together and unite the cannabis community and enjoy ourselves and really just take this plant to where it needs to be, which is the next level. Curing diseases, healing people, educating people, and making people feel good. Right? Gotta feel good. So again, I thank you all for being here with me. I appreciate everyone that's here and who is going to watch this later. And I wish y'all all the best weekend if I don't see you, but you probably will see me because I will be testing that Zoom. So you will get an alert that says I'm live and it will be Zoom. And how do you get into that Zoom is very easy. It's like old times. Go to www.ohiocannabislive.com/join now, and there will be a button there, and you'll click that button and you're in the Zoom. That's it. You don't need any login or anything like that. So I look forward to seeing y'all when I decide to do that test. I'm aiming for 7 p.m. tomorrow. I know Captain Green Toker been waiting on me to bring the Zooms back. We're doing it, buddy. And again, I'm excited to continue on with you all next week. And some of you, I will see you downtown, obviously on Wednesday. And I did post the notice on my socials, but I will be writing a blog post this weekend, God willing, that kind of goes back over what's happening with Senate Bill 56 and how we got here. But we're going to continue to talk about this. And the other two shows, Good Morning with Mastermind is still coming, and Ohio Cannabis Live Primetime is still coming. So those two shows will be coming. I'm debating on Monday being the day that Mastermind, Good Morning with Mastermind is on in the morning on Monday. You let me know if you think Monday sucks or not. And then for Ohio Cannabis Live Primetime, I'm looking at Saturday evening. Um, or potentially Wednesday evening. So I'm trying to separate it out. We will not be doing multiple shows on the same day yet. Oops. Damn, I said that out loud. But anyway, right now, just plan on 3 separate shows, 3 different days, different format, different things happening. Will not all be political. We'll be entertaining. We'll be engaging. We'll be guests on the shows. We'll be in other places besides my kitchen. We could be in my car. We could be outside. We could be in my backyard. Who knows where I might show up at on these other streams, but they definitely will not be ones where I'm just sitting here in this chair. I can definitely assure you that. And it definitely will be a lot more fun. We'll be cooking stuff, not infused, but we'll be cooking stuff, we'll be cleaning, I'll be growing stuff. You'll be seeing my grow more. So I look forward to sharing all those things with you. Say hi since you're live now. You're just showing yourself on camera now. They can all see you now. Say hi to my girlfriend. All right. Yeah. So again, you got to see her and see that was even special. So again, thank y'all all for being here, and I will see y'all all very soon on the next stream.